Chapter 13. Layer. Xiao Yan hurriedly stepped forward to support Jordan. After checking, he found that Jordan's arm was broken, and it would take a few months to recover. Ba 5 Tard, you dare to beat my son, I want you to die. At first, Xiao Yan only wanted to teach David a lesson and let him improve his memory. After all, there is still a wedding, but now Xiao Yan has only one thought. That is to kill David, or else to do so much in front of Horrendal in the face of the merchant, he would be embarrassed. Xiao Yan took out his mobile phone and summoned all the bodyguards at home. These bodyguards were all hired for a lot of money, and they were all warriors. But they are much stronger than that bald head. They are street gangsters who have been following Jordan's buttocks all the time, to curry favor with the rich second-generation Jordan. Seeing Xiao Yan calling someone, David was not in a hurry. He actually sat back and drank a cup of tea again. David's behavior completely angered Xiao Yan, and it was obvious that he looked down on them. Xiao Yan. Family. Dad, kill him for me, I'm going to kill him. Jordan, whose arm was broken, shouted with a hideous expression on his face. Layer, don't worry, I will definitely throw this kid into the river to feed the fish today. Xiao Yan looked at his son distressedly and promised. Xiao Yan saw that David had some strength, so he did not take action immediately, but waited for his bodyguard to arrive. At this moment, the door of the marriage hall on the second floor was pushed open, and Sonia walked in quickly. She wanted to see who was making trouble here. Uncle Xiao, what happened? As soon as he entered the door, Sonia asked Xiao Yan. This kid dares to make trouble at my son's wedding, and dares to beat my son. I'm going to open a meat shop in your hotel today. Xiao Yan pointed at David, who was sitting at the table drinking tea. When Sonia looked over, she was stunned. She never thought that the troublemaker was actually David, and David didn't leave. Mr. Chen, Sonia asked suspiciously, why are you? Is Miss Su strange? David smiled at Sonia. Niece Sonia, do you know this person? Xiao Yan frowned. Uncle Xiao, this may be a misunderstanding. This Mr. Chen was invited to treat my father. This must be a misunderstanding. Sonia explained. Cure. Xiao Yan frowned even more. Who are you? What nonsense are you talking about? This guy doesn't know how to heal at all. He was just released from the cell today. He'll be sick. I've known him for many years, and I've never seen him see a doctor. Don't be deceived by him. Delia shouted at Sonia. Sonia's face turned cold for a moment, but looking at the wedding dress on Delia, she knew that this was the bride of the Xiao family. Sonia endured and said, whether Mr. Chen will see a doctor, I'm free to decide. You haven't seen it, it doesn't mean Chen won't. Come on, just his 2 strokes, what do I not know? Our 4-year college classmates have been in love for several years. I got sick and caught a cold, so I had to go to the hospital. Once it rained heavily, he was the one who carried me on his back. If he can see a doctor, will he still need to go to the hospital? Delia looked disdainful. In her eyes, David is now worthless. Hearing what Delia said, Sonia looked at David. She seemed to understand why David made trouble at the wedding. Niece Sonia, don't worry about this matter. Your father's illness, I will invite an expert from abroad for him. Today this kid must die. Xiao Yan said in an unquestionable tone. He is older than Sonia, so of course you don't need to be polite. No, you must not touch Mr. Chen. Sonia suddenly stopped in front of David. She also counted on David to save her father's life, and Sonia couldn't. Watch David's accident. Xiao Yan's face turned cold. Niece Sonia, are you forcing me to do it? Xiao Yan's eyes flickered with murderous intent, and as the voice fell, dozens of Xiao family bodyguards who were full of momentum rushed in. Seeing that his bodyguard had arrived, Xiao Yan looked at David with even more cold eyes. Uncle Xiao, no matter what, I can't let you touch Mr. Chen. After Sonia finished speaking, more than a dozen hotel security guards rushed in and guarded Sonia tightly. The atmosphere in the banquet hall instantly became condensed, and many guests stepped back one after another, for fear of a fight that would affect themselves. Little girl, if it wasn't for your father's sake, I could crush you to death in minutes. Get out of the way now. Can you stop me by relying on your broken security? Xiao Yan was angry, and he was rude to Sonia. And as Xiao Yan's voice fell, the dozens of bodyguards of the Xiao family all exuded an aura, and this aura alone made the dozen or so security guards turn pale. Sonia's face is not good looking, but she still tightly protects David with determination in her eyes. Old Xiao, is it a bit too much to scare children at an age? At this moment, the door of the banquet hall was pushed open again, and Reuben walked in with a trace of displeasure on his face. Chapter 14. Seeing Reuben coming, Xiao Yan smiled coldly. Old Su, you came just in time. Take your daughter away, I will kill this kid today. Reuben ignored Xiao Yan, but looked at David and said, Mr. Chen, you are shocked. Reuben's humble appearance surprised everyone. It's okay, the mere Xiao family can't help me. David smiled faintly. David's words angered Xiao Yan again. Boy, if I don't kill you today, why does my Xiao family have a foothold in Horrendal? After finishing speaking, Xiao Yan looked at his dozens of bodyguards. Whoever kills this kid will be rewarded 1 million. As soon as they heard the bounty of 1 million, the eyes of the dozens of bodyguards were all red, and they were all gearing up for it. I see who of you dares to move. Reuben shouted angrily. Don't forget, this is on my site, this is my hotel. As Reuben's words fell, dozens of security guards rushed over, and the old butler of the Su family also arrived sweating profusely. Master, I have already explained what you ordered. The security guards of the Su family and the industry have all rushed here, and the bodyguards of the Su family will be here soon. The old housekeeper reported to Reuben. Reuben nodded, and the old housekeeper retreated. Xiao Yan listened to the report of the old butler of the Su family, and frowned instantly. Reuben, are you going to fight me to the death for such a kid? Xiao Yan, if you insist on killing Mr. Chen, what can you do with your Xiao family? Do you think I will be afraid of you? Reuben was not afraid at all. The Xiao family and the Su family are already equal in strength. If there is a battle, it will definitely be a lose-lose. All the guests were hiding far away at this time, thinking that Xiao Juju, if the Su family and the Xiao family fought, then the other families would definitely benefit. Xiao Yan's face was flushed red, and the killing intent in his eyes became stronger and stronger. Reuben, if you are forcing me again, then don't blame me for being rude. You forgot one thing, that is, Lord Tiger owes our Xiao family a favor. As soon as Xiao Yan's words came out, Reuben's face changed suddenly, and there was a bit of panic in his eyes. Even the surrounding guests shuddered when they heard the word Tiger Lord, and their hearts felt cold. This Tiger Lord is named Lin Tianyu, the head of Jui Hall, and this Lin Tianyu is the underground emperor of the entire Horrendal. There is a famous saying in Horrendal, it is better to provoke King Yama than to provoke Juitang. This sentence is enough to show the strength of this Juitang in Horrendal. And Lin Tianyu, the head of Jui Hall, stomped his feet even more, and Horrendal trembled 3 times. Seeing Reuben's frightened expression, Xiao Yan laughed loudly. Reuben, if you take people away now, I will pretend that nothing happened. Don't force me to call Tiger Lord. The muscles in the corner of Reuben's eyes kept twitching, and he hesitated, because Lin Tianyu's name was too loud for their Su family to offend. Mr. Su, I'll handle my own affairs. You should take someone away. David saw that Reuben was hesitating, so he said aloud. Reuben gritted his teeth and said, Mr. Chen, you saved my life. If you say that, don't you slap me in the face. If there is a fight later, I will let Sonia take Mr. Chen to take the opportunity to escape. Whether it is Lin Tianyu or Xiao Yan, they dare not kill me. Quote, Dad, Sonia grabbed Reuben's sleeve tightly. Sonia, after you leave with Mr. Chen, go to Sus' secret room, you know the location, and come out when the weather is calm. Reuben warned Sonia. Reuben, how are you thinking? Do you want me to trouble Master Tiger? Seeing that Reuben had not expressed his position, Xiao Yan urged him to ask. Xiao Yan, Mr. Chen, I'm safe. Reuben said firmly. Okay, you have a kind of kid. Xiao Yan gritted his teeth angrily and called Lin Tianyu directly. In fact, Xiao Yan didn't want to use this favor, because it was used by the Xiao family to save his life. Back then, Xiao Yan's father once asked Lin Tianyu to stay overnight on a rainy day, so the young Lin Tianyu said that he owed the Xiao family a favor. You can ask him to repay this favor at any time. Originally, the Xiao family hoped to use this favor again when the family was in great trouble, but in today's situation, if Xiao Yan didn't kill David, he would not be reconciled, and their Xiao family would also be ridiculed, so Xiao Yan decided to use this favor to invite Lin Tianyu. Not long after the call was made, there was only a rumbling sound, followed by a clutter of footsteps. Many people looked out through the window, and they were all dumbfounded. I saw people wearing black suits and holding machetes, directly surrounding the entire Regal Hotel. There were hundreds of people, and everyone had murderous aura. Seeing this scene, Ruben's heart was a little disappointed. It seems that David can't escape today. Crunch. The door of the banquet hall was pushed open, and more than 20 men in suits with a height of 1.9 meters and a sturdy face rushed in first. 20 people stood in 2 rows, with their chests raised and their heads raised, lined up. Congratulations to Lord Tiger. 20 men in suits shouted in unison, and the shouts shook the lights on the roof. What a big stage. As expected of Lord Tiger. Shut up, be careful of your life. Everyone whispered, but soon they all shut their mouths. Everyone's eyes turned to the direction of the door, and then a middle-aged man in his 50s, wearing a fitted suit and leather shoes, walked in. A pair of leather shoes has a bright light and can reflect all the figures. This person is the underground emperor of Horrendal, Lin Tianyu, the head of Jui Hall. Master Tiger. Xiao Yan hurried forward and shouted respectfully. I'm busy, who are you going to kill? Lin Tianyu asked directly. Xiao Yan pointed at David and said, it's him. Lin Tianyu's eyes swept over David. He was dressed in ordinary clothes and looked a little thin, and there was nothing special about it. He didn't know why Xiao Yan killed him. Lin Tianyu walked towards David. Ruben and Sonia stood in front of David, and looked at Lin Tianyu who came over. Both of them trembled. Go away. Lin Tianyu frowned when he saw the Su family's father and daughter blocking in front of him. Just these 2 words, Lin Tianyu exuded a monstrous momentum. Ruben and Sonia were instantly oppressed by this momentum and could not breathe. Seeing this, David put his hands directly on the shoulders of Ruben's father and daughter. President Su, Miss Su, please step back, I will handle my own affairs myself. David pushed Ruben and his daughter aside, took a step forward, and faced Lin Tianyu. Chapter 15. Master Tiger, don't beat him to death, torture him to death. Seeing Lin Tianyu coming, Jordan suddenly shouted. Are you teaching me what to do? Lin Tianyu frowned and looked at Jordan. At this sight, Jordan was so frightened that he almost didn't pee his pants. He stepped back and said, don't dare, don't dare. You Ba 5 tard, you are talking to Lord Tiger like this. Xiao Yan stepped forward and gave Jordan a slap in the face, and then smiled apologetically. Master Tiger, the dog is ignorant, I hope Lord Tiger doesn't take offense. Xiao Yan, let me tell you, I, Lin Tianyu, owe your Xiao family a favor, but I am not a servant of your Xiao family, I hope you understand. Lin Tianyu said coldly. Understood, I understand, Lord who is the honored guest of my Xiao family, how could he be a servant? Xiao Yan was so frightened that he broke out in a cold sweat and glared at his son. That Jordan originally hurt when his arm was broken. He was slapped by Xiao Yan just now, but now he lowered his head and didn't dare to say a word. Seeing that Xiao Yan's attitude was okay, Lin Tianyu put his eyes on David again. Master Tiger, Mr. Chen is also impulsive. The bride is Mr. Chen's girlfriend, but was taken away by this Jordan. All Mr. Chen is a little resentful. Ruben stepped forward in a hurry, followed Lin Tianyu with a smile on his face and explained. Oh. Lin Tianyu nodded, and finally understood that this seemingly ordinary guy dared to make trouble at the Xiao family's wedding. It turned out that his girlfriend was robbed. But soon, Lin Tianyu reacted, suddenly stunned, and said to Ruben, what do you call him? Ruben is the richest man in Horrendal. How could he address an ordinary young man in his early 20s as, Mr.? There must be a reason for this. Mr. Chen. Ruben was at a loss, but he quickly realized what Lin Tianyu meant. So he explained, Mr. Chen saved my life, so no matter what, I will protect him today. Only now did Lin Tianyu fully understand what was going on. Speaking of which, it wasn't a big deal, but the Su family and the Xiao family were tit for tat, and this matter became a big deal, so the Xiao family brought him here. It's just such a bit of shish. Look at what the two of you have done. You are both well-known figures in Horrendal. Pay attention to the influence, since that kid is making trouble at the wedding and beats the Xiao family kid, you can't let it go easily. I've beaten him, but he's not guilty enough to die, so let him cut off his arm and apologize in public, admit his mistake and get out. Lin Tianyu reprimanded both Ruben and Xiao Yan, but neither of them dared to refute. To be able to become the underground emperor of Horrendal, Lin Tianyu not only relies on his 2 fists, but also on his head. Just such a trivial matter, Lin Tianyu can completely make David disappear, but that offends the Su family, although he is not afraid of Su. However, after weighing the pros and cons, it is not worth it at all. The Xiao family just wants to save face, let David cut off his arm and apologize in public, give Xiao family a face, and let Jordan vent his anger. In this way, the Xiao family will gain face, and the Su family will not be offended. For Lin Tianyu, the best of both worlds. Do you too think what I'm saying is okay? Seeing that Reuben and Xiao Yan didn't speak, Lin Tianyu asked again. He didn't ask David, the client, because in his eyes, David was just a chess piece, and he was going to move how he wanted to move. Listen to Lord Tiger. Who would dare to refute Reuben and Xiao Yan? Isn't this the end? Why make such a big fanfare? It seems to be so serious. Lin Tianyu laughed, then looked at David and said, "Boy, you made a big fuss about other people's weddings, beat up their son, and now you have broken your arm. Apologize to people and let you go, otherwise you won't be able to leave today." David looked at Jordan, who was full of pride. He was waiting for David to cut off his arm, and then went to apologize to him. They don't deserve. David spit out 4 words lightly. Chapter 16. Shu. All of a sudden, everyone present was stunned. You must know that in Horrendal, no one has ever dared to disobey Huyi's intentions, but today, David, who looks ordinary, doesn't give any face at all. Lin Tianyu's face turned cold, and killing intent flashed in his eyes. Jordan on the side was about to die of laughter, and he kept shouting in his heart, "Kill him, kill him. Mr. Chen, you apologize to Lord Tiger." Sonia hurriedly tugged David's sleeve, and the nervous cold sweat came out. "Boy, you dare to disobey Lord Tiger and court death." One of Lin Tianyu's subordinates roared and smashed David with a punch. "Master Tiger, I apologize to you on behalf of Mr. Chen." Reuben saw that Lin Tianyu's subordinates had taken action, and the whole person was anxious, but he did not dare to let his subordinates do it. Now even if he risked his life, the dozens of security guards under his subordinates, where is the number brought by Lin Tianyu? Bai's opponents, the ending is the same, just bring their Su family along. Lin Tianyu was silent, ignoring Reuben, and did not say anything to stop his subordinates. You must know that Lin Tianyu's subordinates are tall, a head taller than David, and the muscles on his body are bulging high. With this punch, even if David is immortal, he is afraid that he will become disabled. Jordan and Delia all looked at David with a sneer, watching David's tragic state for a while, and Fu Wei and Zhang Wenjing, all waiting to see David's jokes, especially that Fu Wei, who was just killed by David. Ping was slapped, and it still hurts badly. He wants to watch David be beaten and maimed. But just after Lin Tianyu's punch came to David, David stretched out his hand and directly grabbed the sandbag-sized fist of Lin Tianyu's. This time, everyone was stunned, and even Lin Tianyu couldn't help but glance at David. But just looking at it carefully, Lin Tianyu's scalp was about to burst. He saw the bronze-colored ring on David's hand, as well as the command word on the ring. Heavenly Dragon Order. This is the Heavenly Dragon Order. The person who wears the Heavenly Dragon token is the master of the Heavenly Dragon Palace. Lin Tianyu was a little stupid, and then roared, "Go back to me, who told you to do it?" After a roar, he kicked his subordinates out with one kick. "Mr. Chen, my subordinates are ignorant and offended." Lin Tianyu hurriedly apologized to David. He never imagined that the owner of the dragon sect in the small Horrendal would come in person. You must know that the dragon sect is the most mysterious organization in the world. When you stomped your feet, the whole world trembled. Lin Tianyu's Jui Hall belongs to the Taipei Hall. The Taipei Hall has a total of 13 hall entrances in the entire Daxia, and the Jui Hall is only one of them, but when there is no call from the hall master, these hall entrances are their own. Business cannot reveal the identity. So, on this occasion, Lin Tianyu can only call David Mr. Chen. Seeing Lin Tianyu's sudden change of attitude towards David, everyone was stunned, not knowing what Lin Tianyu was singing. Even David himself was a little overwhelmed. Don't I need to apologize? David looked at Lin Tianyu and asked tentatively. Don't dare, how dare you ask Mr. Chen to apologize? If Mr. Chen has any demands, just say it. Lin Tianyu was so frightened that he quickly shook his head and beat him to death. He didn't dare to ask the Lord of the Dragon Palace to apologize. I said, if I come to the wedding, their wedding won't happen. David said lightly. Lin Tianyu nodded, then turned his head and announced loudly, today's wedding is cancelled, everyone get out. Master Tiger. Xiao Yan was taken aback and looked at Lin Tianyu. If this cancels the wedding, then their Xiao family will become a joke in the whole Horrendal.
Please subscribe to follow the next more exciting chapters.